I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey, good Tuesday morning, Brahmins. Welcome back. I hope everyone enjoyed the half day on Friday and then the day off yesterday. I know we were able to get a lot of things done on both campuses to go ahead and work on finishing out this 9 weeks. Hey, you heard that right. Did you guys know, I'm looking at my calendar, that the nine weeks ends in 3 weeks? That includes this week. So you have this week and then 2 more weeks before we are done with this first 9 weeks of school. I know a lot of people have reached out hoping that they're working on getting their GPA up so that they can partake in the spring semester fun activities that require a 2.0 or higher. And this first 9 weeks is what helps to get you there. So we need to keep A's and B's first 9 weeks. That's your goal. Second 9 weeks, do the same. If you have a slip up with a C or a D, that's why we tell you, keep those A's and B's because it will help cover up that mess up when your semester grades average. It is a whole process. I just made it sound way easy. But really what it takes from you guys is working, turning in your work on time. No missing assignments. So let's go ahead and start these last 3 weeks very strong. Seniors that took CLT on Saturday, it was an amazing turnout. I was so happy to hear that. Thank you for dragging yourself out of bed on a Saturday morning. Hopefully we will have scores tomorrow, but you know as soon as we do, Dr. Hurst is going to be reaching out and letting you know how you did. That's what I've got for today.
Hi, friends, seniors. I have quite a few announcements for you. Today marks the first day that I'm going to annoy you about a cap and gown. So please, at this moment, dig into your emails. I sent you guys a direct link. You might not like to hear this, but it's actually cheaper if you pick up the phone and you call the Jostens rep. It saves you about $3. For me, I like doing things online. It's worth the $3 to just do it online. It averages around to about $50 total with tax, fees, everything, and shipping for that cap and gown. And remember, when you order your cap and gown, even if you put your address in there, it gets sent to us. Those don't get sent out until the class day right before graduation. So if you are a senior and you have not started the process of ordering your cap and gown, please do it now. Sooner rather than later. Those orders are due by December 15th, and I promise that date will creep up on you. Speaking of your emails, check your emails, seniors, for information from Mr. Pung about your pictures. We have over 100 seniors that still have not taken their senior photos, and this week is the last week for you to make those appointments. So please check your email from Mr. Pung to get that information. Juniors, I've talked to seniors about cap and gown, but now is your time to get that, special piece of jewelry. I picked one out when I graduated last year with my doctorate from Jostens, and it's that time for you to order your class ring. It's a special moment to see, that time in high school where you have a piece of jewelry, or, they even have necklaces and different things for you to commemorate that experience. We used to do that, not cap and gown, class ring ceremony in December, but we realized that a lot of you had more expenses with your families toward that holiday. So we have pushed that ring ceremony to February 4th this year in hopes that more of you can participate in that. So if you haven't gotten in contact with the Jostens rep, please get in contact with Ryan or Michelle. I can send you that information again. And we have all of the catalog here if you need any of that information. Another good person to reach out to is your guidance counselor. And seniors, Miss Coleman can help with any kind of information for you with cap and gown or with class rings. And then last announcement is about homecoming. Nominations start today. So again, check your emails. Check your emails. That's all I got.
Good morning, Brahmins. So both boys and girls cross country team placed second at the Indian River Fairgrounds meet this Saturday as 10 runners set new season's best. Carly Eaton received second, Eva Sanchez sixth, Wyatt Phillips third, Jonathan Hernandez Correa fourth, and Reed Pung 10th. They all took home individual top 10 medals. So great job. Girls and boys golf are away today at LaBelle, and that starts at 3:30. Volleyball tonight at home against Sebastian River, and that is at 5:30. So wish all of those Brahmins congratulations and good luck this afternoon. Also, Sophia C. She made a flyer for the Cattlewoman's Trick or Trot event that was selected to be used. They do that as part of their audience analysis and ad communications, and her design was actually picked for the Okeechobee Cattlewoman's Trick or Trot event. So congratulations on that. That's quite an honor. CTE students, please get to the gate before the bell. They are leaving at that bell. You need to be there waiting on your teacher to leave to walk back to the CTE building. Make sure you are getting there on time and not holding anybody up. Also, this is the last week for senior pictures. I know last time I looked, there was some walk-in availabilities for this afternoon. So if you have not scheduled that and you want to see what's available, go on to prestigeportraits.com, get that scheduled. Or talk to Mr. Pung about a walk-in. And that's all I have. Have a great day.
Good afternoon, freshmen. CTE students, get to that gate on time. That is quite a few of our students as well. And so there are threats out there of you maybe spending time in ISS if you can't get your act together, because they leave you and no one's coming back to get you. So it is far enough into the year now that you know the routines, and you manage on this campus to get to class. Like the hallways really empty pretty quickly here, and you do a great job here. So I need you to do the same great job at the main campus and get back to that gate so that you're not holding your teachers and your classes up. That is your responsibility on the big campus to make sure you take care of that. Lots going on as we wrap up the next 3 weeks. A little bit about what Ms. Norman talked about grades. So freshmen, you are building the first half of your high school GPA this 9 weeks. And so a lot of you, I know I read some goals and some celebrations from Ms. Mulvey's survey that she did. A lot of you talked about how good your grades are now. And that's good. Keep them. Those A's and B's, because it won't get any easier. I'm just going to tell you that. Like, it builds. And so those A's and B's you have right now will help you out in case next 9 weeks you're not quite there and you're still shooting for that C average as we end the semester, because come January 6th, you will have a high school GPA. And so if you are playing winter sports, basketball, wrestling, things like that, you will already be into your season. And I would be very upset if a coach had to tell you, hey, your GPA is not where it needs to be. You don't have the 2.0 and you can no longer play. So please keep that in mind, that if you have a goal to participate in any of the winter or spring sports, that there will be that GPA requirement, and that will include spring football. So if you're playing football right now and you want to play in the spring to get ready again for next year, you're going to need to keep that GPA. So lots of goals there. Also, homecoming tickets for the dance are on sale. This week and next week, we'll have a table set up over by the elevator door. I believe through the end of this week, they are still $30, and then the price will increase for that final week. So buy them now rather than later. Tomorrow, I'll update you on actually how many we have still to sell, because freshmen only get a certain allotment. If you're planning on bringing a guest, that guest pass should be picked up and turned in like yesterday. So make sure you get that done as well, because that takes a little time to track down. So we'll give you more information about homecoming as we go. Check your email. Mrs. Devane, Mrs. Williams, Mrs. Manson, all are sending you information, things to vote on, information, ways to prepare, things about float building, all of those things. Check your email. That's your number one way to know what's going on with all the things coming up within the next 3 weeks. Mrs. Kidd.
And just to piggyback off of Mrs. Goggins, when we're talking about grades, freshmen, remember the PBIS incentive. By the end of this quarter, I will be checking the grade book of every teacher, and each teacher, whatever class period has the lowest amount of Fs, will receive an award. And right now, I have about 6 different options available to you. Okay, so teachers, please sometime this week talk to your students and tell them which class period, where do they stand. They need to know how many Fs each class period has, like I said, where they stand at in that competition, because grades will finalize. Is it October 11th? Is the last day of the quarter. So again, please make sure that you're checking your grades, taking care of zeros. Class reps, yesterday, Ms. Devane sent out an email. You have a meeting today after school, 2 o'clock until 3:30. So please make sure you double check that email from Ms. Devane. You'll be meeting in her room 109. And then Interact Club. That club will have its first meeting October 16th. That is sponsored by Mr. Suarez and Mrs. LaFlamme. So that's freshman and main campus. If you would like the opportunity to develop leadership skills or earn community service hours, Interact Club will be a great organization to join. And again, that first meeting is October 16th, 2:15 until 3 o'clock in Ms. LaFlamme's room at main campus 7012. That's all I have.
All right, one last announcement for seniors. Seniors, I hope you've been listening, because obviously these announcements have primarily been for you. Miss Hargraves is going to send out a Google form. If you are planning on wood hauling, we only need one team member, just one, to complete that form. So let's say all of your administrators on this screen are a team. I will fill out the form and list their names. That is just giving us an idea as to how many people are going to participate this year. We have kind of a different setup, so we just want to make sure that wood hauling runs really smoothly. So, of course, the class of 25 can build the biggest bonfire ever, but also just make great memories, because I remember doing this when I was a senior out here many, many years ago. It's an experience you will never forget. So, again, seniors, dig in your email. In fact, I hope you've already done that and you've seen all of this, because every person on the screen has said to check your email today. So dig in, get that filled out for us. We will then send each team information, because we're going to hold our safety meeting differently this year. Again, just to open up more time for you guys to be able to drop off pallets. All right, guys, it is going to be a great Tuesday as together we
move forward and check our emails.
Be great and check our email.
Be and check our emails.
Brahmins, and check your email.
all day. Check your email all day. Bye.
Slay you with his long